Hello and welcome to today's daily Leetcode challenge. Today we'll be solving question 896, monotonic array. I'll be going through my thought process as I come up with a solution, and then stick around for the end of the video where I compare my solution to the solution of others. So a monotonically decreasing or increasing array would look, if this was a graph, or sort of like a line chart, it would look either something like this, where it's decreasing, or obviously something like this, increasing. Increasing and then decreasing, obviously. But the main point here is that there are these sections of the array that could um, not be basically increasing or increasing like you see here. So basically what we want to do is probably first figure out if the array is decreasing or increasing, and only then cover that edge case. But nevertheless, let's read the description. An array is monotonic if it's either increasing or monotonic decreasing. An array is monotone increasing if all I is smaller than or equal to j. For all I and j, the value at I is smaller or equal to j. An array nums is monotone decreasing if for all I that are smaller than j, nums of I of nums is bigger than or smaller than nums of j. And then we have some examples here, which are pretty standard. We have 1, 2, 2, 3. So if that was, I don't know, if that was sort of like a graph, I would probably say like 1, 2, 2, and then 3, something like this. So the video is a little bit, it's coming in a bit late, but yeah. So I mean, what's the approach here? I mean, I would just say that let's look at each one, I and j, consecutively, and then basically if we can if we can do this however many times for all of the for the whole array, we would essentially see if it's decreasing or increasing. We need some variable, however, that's going to keep track of whether it's increasing or decreasing. I mean, yeah, I don't think there's much to discuss here. Let's just try implementing it right away. I'm going to I'm going to have an is increasing that looks at the 0th and increasing smaller than nums 1, and then basically for I in range, and we're going to choose a range slightly smaller than the nums, the whole array nums, because we're looking at doubles. And let's say that let's say the current increasing is equal to just this, pretty much. And then if increasing does not equal is increasing, return false, otherwise return true. And this should work for most of the cases, right? Because this takes into account both increased monotonously monotonically increasing arrays and monotonically decreasing arrays. But what is odd about this case right here is, wait, why is it expected false but return true? I nums I didn't say I plus 1. There we go. So this almost should work, but now we're going to get into, we're going to get into an issue where there are equal numbers in the monotonically increasing array or decreasing, and so we need to take that into account. So now all of a sudden we have three states. We have is increasing, neither, or is increasing, not is increasing, or neither. Neither would be none. And what I basically propose to do is start using this none as a type of this global variable, right? So, and basically what we're going to do here is we're going to see if the array has been registered as an increasing or a decreasing array. So if, let's say, first we need to register if it's increasing or decreasing, right? So let's say increasing increasing is just equal to nums I plus 1. See, but this would tell us if it's increasing or decreasing, right? But it would also tell us when it is. It would also just say false, which would indicate that it's decreasing when it might not be. It might be equal. So how do I take that into account? I want to. Is there a time where I would return false? No, I shouldn't be asking that. I shouldn't be asking it like that. What do I want to do here? Seems so trivial. If is increasing, is none, then I want to continue. I don't know anything. I haven't registered it yet. But in the case where it's not none, I have to know whether it's increasing or decreasing. Increasing is going to only tell me if it's increasing or decreasing, so I'm going to say nums I is smaller than nums I plus 1. And now, if increasing does not equal is increasing, there's another situation here where if equal is equal to nums I is equal to nums I plus 1 is increasing if not equal. So if it's not increasing and it's not equal, then return false. However, if it is, I'm simply going to set my increasing to increasing. So what am I doing here? The first condition is taking into account the situation where I haven't yet set my increasing is increasing variable at all. Cool. But that only goes up until a certain point. The array, I guess, could be monotonic the whole way, and I would return true eventually. But if there is a slight fluctuation, either up or down, if it's either increasing or decreasing at some point, I'm going to sorry, this is wrong. If is increasing is none, that's just going to give me nothing. I need this. I need to see if the current is none. If the current is none, then I can't tell anything. I have to continue. There we go. If, however, it's not equal, there is a situation, right? I can actually calculate this here. I could say that if increasing, but then at which point would I set it? I would set it here. So the first time that I'm encountering this, it's obviously going to not be this because, but then it can set it to increasing by accident, right? The array could actually be decreasing, but the first time that I measure it, it could register as increasing. Okay, my apologies. I need to rethink this one more time. We need to set a variable I'm going to call it is increasing. That's going to at some point be the variable that tells me if the array is increasing or decreasing over time. As I go through the array one by one, I'm at each point measuring if it is at least increasing. If the array is I, if it's equal, and is increasing is none, then I continue. I have nothing, I have no information that I can get. However, if it's not equal, meaning that one of these is smaller or larger, I now have the ability to judge that my global variable is in line with this. So now I'm going to say if increasing does not equal no. I'm still potentially not I've still potentially have not set this. So if increasing is not none, and increasing does not equal is increasing, return false. Else I'm going to set is increasing to increasing. So let me first run this and make sure that this is okay. I'm pretty sure that this is fine. It's not. Talking through it once again. I have a variable called isIncreasing. It overall has to accurately depict if a array is increasing or decreasing. Okay, I have a scenario where I don't know yet if I'm going to be a decreasing or an increasing array, and that is dictated by two things. This is set to none, and this is set here, and equals is true. So until if both of these are true for every given moment, I simply can't do anything. I say continue. However, at some point, if equals does not equate to true, I'm going to denote that I will essentially at that moment find out that if I'm a decreasing or an increasing array. And that I do with this value, increasing. Now, the first time that I set increasing to either true or false, I'm going to wait. Why does this have to be none? I looked over something here. 1 second. Okay. Wait, I looked over something here. My thinking here was that if I'm equal and this is set to none, then I continue. But the truth is, even if I'm not set to none, I can't deduce whether at the current point am I true or false. I just have to skip it. Now, when I figure out if I'm false or not, if I'm equal or not, and if I'm not equal, then I have ability to judge whether I'm currently in an increasing or decreasing scenario. I am here increasing for sure, and if is increasing is not none, and increasing does not equal is increasing, then false. Otherwise, set is increasing to what I just set, to what I just figured out. Okay. Yeah, I don't like that there's not a lot of structure here, but there's a lot of legs to this kind of outcome. I don't like that, but yeah, what are you gonna do? Let's look at some other solutions here real quick. This one has a print in it. Is increasing, is decreasing. Is increasing, is decreasing. They set current value. And then for I in nums, if n is almost smaller than current, then decreasing true, increasing true, return false. Oh, and don't do anything here. And don't do anything if, yeah, I like this one more. Don't do anything if I'm, yep, this is way better. Let's see what this person is doing. Let's replicate it here, pretty much. I'm going to say that current is equal to nums 0, and I'm going to say for n in nums, and then I have is increasing, decreasing, false, false, if n is smaller than current, and then increasing, true. If n is larger than current, decreasing, true. And then if what was it? If, well, don't do anything if n is equal to I, and at some point set cur equal to n. But what was the case where I returned false? Was it that it's terrible. This is an easy level problem. If increasing and decreasing, I was thinking that. If increasing and decreasing. But how would I... Oh, because okay. Because and would only execute if it's both, if they're both true. Okay. And this would actually probably work for twos as well. Yeah, this is way cleaner, and yeah, I like this a lot more. Yeah, let's stick with this approach. I would recommend this. Cool. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully that gave you a little bit of an insight into the thought process, but I don't think it was a good one. So okay, anyway, see you later. Bye.